Hi everyone, very good morning to our community members. And today I am going to introduce one of my student, in fact very best student. I have trained him on C programming as well as on Java. Today he is working for Microsoft, which is a dream company for everyone actually. And he is in US right now. So he will share his experience right from Rajahmundry to like his journey for Microsoft company. I think it's really great to get an opportunity to work with Microsoft. So I'll be asking some questions to him and he'll give answers to that. And guys, you might be listening to this video on my private learning management system or on YouTube. So if you have any doubts like towards his journey or you want to go to US for further studies, then you can comment below your questions, so that definitely will be there to answer. And if you belongs to computer science industry, then I have a separate private group. You can send me the request. I'll share some social media handles related to my profiles below this video. So you can send me a request, and if you are really interested, I'll admit in that private group. So if you have any questions, those will be clarified in that private group also. Welcome Raju Datla. Stage is
Hi
yours.
sir, hi.
Hi, how are you? After a long time.
Yeah, I'm doing good sir. How are you?
Be
Yes
good.
sir, after a long time, after 5 years I think.
Great. And US and India, I think live now. Okay.
Yes sir.
Share your journey, like how you came to my coaching system and how it really helped, and is it really helping that subject which I have taught you earlier 5 years back?
Yes. So like after completing my +2, like I used to frequently travel on that road, like where the institute is located, like the the road and the junction. Like I used to travel that road. So
Okay.
I used to see your the board, like
Hoardings.
advertisement board, like hoardings.
Okay.
So that's how like I got to know about about the institute.
Okay.
So like after completing my +2, like my uncle suggested me to learn C programming instead of being vacant, and instead of spending the time casually during the summer, like learn something before you advance to the bachelor's degree. So like that's how like I started my
Your coding journey. Your coding journey has
Yes,
started.
my coding journey. Yes.
Okay.
So like I joined in Data Pro for C programming. I think I learned for 3 months. I think 2 or 3 months continuously, like every day classes. From 10 to 11:30.
Okay.
1.5 hours.
Followed by hands-on lab.
Homework.
Homework.
Yes.
Assignments.
You used to give like I think two programs every day. Like we need to submit in the next day.
Assignments.
So, followed by assignments. Yes. So after that, like after learning C programming, after 1 year, I think like I joined for the Java, like which has been taken by you. I think I contacted initially for Java in December, but at that time you are not. You are busy with some other courses. Like you are not taking that course at that particular duration of the days.
Okay.
So I shifted to next summer, and I joined in next summer in the institute.
What's your branch in computer, like engineering?
Like my bachelor's, like I have done in electronics and communication engineering, ECE.
ECE, but you are working for Microsoft.
Yes. So like in master's, like I have done in computer engineering. So like here I have taken different computer related subjects, everything.
Okay. Means after completing bachelor's in ECE, you went for masters.
Yes. So like during bachelor's, like I learned only two programming languages, C and Java, like related to the computers. So at the end of my bachelor's, I got an opportunity, like internship opportunity in Bangalore, like in a banking product company, IXA Solutions. So there I have done an 5 months of internship in web development. So they trained me in the HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and that's how like I started into my journey into the computer science industry. And then after that, like like my master's plan is like it's in my during my bachelor's itself. So I thought that I need to do masters in computer related programs. So that's how I like enrolled to the applied for the universities, and I got admitted into computer engineering at San Jose State University. So yeah, that's how
So
I can.
if anyone is not in like computer science, specialization in bachelor's degree, for them also it's good, and there is an opportunity to go like in PG, in masters they can choose computer science.
Yes. We can choose like electronics, like irrespective of the domain. Like if you, let's say, like electronics, ECE and the computer science like are closer domains, like because programming is somewhat related. Like while applying to the masters here to the universities, like as I mentioned earlier, like I have done an internship and I have programming languages, and I learned programming languages far ahead. So that's what like I mentioned, like I'm keen interested with that. With the interest in the computer science, like I learned these languages and I have done an internship. So because of that, like because of my interest, so I requested an admit into the computer engineering program. So like I got an admit. So yeah.
Means irrespective of any branch, if you are really interested in learning some programming languages along with your graduation, then I think it will be more easy. Like if you want to go for PG, like MS, there you can choose computers.
Yes, like nowadays, like most of the students, like many, like not much, not all of us, but most of the students are irrespective of their branch. Like let's say if any person, they have studied in different branch, they are doing the software job ultimately. So irrespective of the program or irrespective of the anything, you need to have some programming basics. Like you need to learn the basic languages definitely. Yeah.
Then they can choose any kind of career actually if the programming is added for their what we can say academic.
Yes. Like after bachelor's, like you can go into the respective paths, like where you are interested. Based on if you have basics in the strong basics in the programming, you can go into the software. If you can choose the programs, PG programs into the related to the computer science.
Fine. What kind of student you are actually? Say now, if anyone looks at you now, means by looking at this interview, people may think that Raju might be gem. He's a first rank holder. So, like what kind of student you are, and that really that the real truth, if you can share.
Yes. So like I'm a medium. I'm a medium student. Like not too, not an expert or like not an high class student or not a low class student. I'm a medium student. Like I used to. During the classes also, like I used to attend some classes, I used to listen, like most of the time, like the assignments which you have given, like the book which you have given, the material, like that helps me a lot. And yeah, like I'm not too high class student, like I'm a medium, like
average student,
yeah.
But being an average student, if you are working for Microsoft, I think that really sounds so good actually. And I think this will really motivate so many students. Why? Because students, they feel that like I'm an average student, then how can I get excel in industry? How my career will be in future? I think this will really help. Like in being an average student also, you can succeed if you have the real goal you have pointed.
Yes. Like we need to work constantly. Like we need to upgrade ourselves based on the current industry. So yeah, the competition is very high, so we need to be far advanced.
Okay.
Compared to others.
How this C programming and Java, which I have trained you, okay, like in MS, how it really helped actually? Can you give some insights?
Yeah, in masters, like so for me, like here when we are trying for internship, internship or like when we are trying for any full-time job or something like that, we need to like every interview here like they will be focusing on completely on data structures. So data structures, like for doing the data structures, you need to know one language definitely. Like you need to be strong in that language. So that like you can solve the given problem in your comfortable language. So and also like my current role, like I'm working as an Android developer. So like completely my backend work is completely on Java. Like
Java. Because Android completely depend upon Java only.
yeah. So that's like I mean learning Java from you, like that's an main advantage, like because like in my current work I'm using Java. So I'm working daily using Java. So yeah, definitely like it's 100% worthwhile for me, like learning from.
Do you have that still Java material, like very big bundle book? I think I used to give. So
yes. I have that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Still, is it useful
in my home? Like
okay. The
yes,
concept
of course,
still
yes.
useful.
Because like yes. So like prior to Microsoft, like I worked in Dolby. Like I have done an internship, 6 months internship. So in Dolby, like in Dolby interview process, they asked me on like one round. They asked me on the OOPS concepts, and the half of the interview is on OOPS concepts, and half of the, like let's say 1 hour interview. If it is 1 hour interview, 30 minutes they asked me and they drill me on the object-oriented concepts on like what is singleton, like what is interface, like in that area. And the other part, like they focus on the data structures. So the material which you have given, I can say the same material which you have given, definitely I remember still. Like when I studied my bachelor's in Amrita in Bangalore. So like I learned C in 2013 before joining my bachelor's. I think around June, I think, in May to June, in that month.
Because that is only the summer period.
Yeah. So like in my second semester, I have the C subject. Like like in my college, what happens, like irrespective of the program, irrespective of whatever branch you are, either you are from mechanical, or either you are from computer science, or either electronics or ECE, C programming is a common subject for everyone.
It's must and should.
Yes, it's a common subject for everyone. So in second semester we have that C programming course for everyone. So like I still remember, like I and with my friends, like we used to study some material which you have provided.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how
so, like
in your academic, I mean, before joining into engineering, I have trained you on some language, and I think we have done hundreds of programs, if I am not wrong. Hundreds.
Yes.
So, like how it has helped you actually in your academic?
In my academic, so like definitely you will be far advanced, because like the concepts which the teacher, the professor, they will be teaching in the class, you will be knowing the concepts. So it will be like a revision for you, like
Right.
If suppose if you are facing some difficulty in one concept, by listening to that same particular class for the second time or the third time, you will be getting familiarized to that concept, and it will be easy for you in the next upcoming phase. So yeah, like for me, like while I have taken that C class in the second semester, like I used to be definitely it will be a far advanced when compared to the students who didn't learn the C programming before. So and yeah, I got some good grade in that, like because of the training you provided. And the main thing, like I want to the concepts which you have taught, like in the concepts which I have learned from the C programming class, that helped me in learning Java, like in the other advanced languages.
Yeah. Nowadays, what happens, like some students comes and they says that I want to start with Java directly. Okay. So I counsel them, I tell them that Java is object-oriented programming language. So once you are familiar with one procedure-oriented programming language, the limitations of that procedure-oriented programming language will really help you to excel in OOPS. That's what we call object-oriented programming.
Yes.
So the procedure-oriented programming that is none other than C language.
Yes.
So I always recommend the students that you start your you start your coding journey with C.
Yes. So like definitely, like that's the main point. Like we need to. Everyone thinks like we need to start with Python or whether we need to start with Java directly. So first step, we need to start with the basics. Like if we are clear with the basics, any advanced languages like that will be we can learn them very quickly once we are perfect in the basic language like that. That's the C programming. Because like we will be getting familiarized with the what is like how the memory, how the data is stored in the computer and how it is processed. Like what are the loops? For example, the concepts like loops, decision making concepts, like the if-else statements and the declaring and type of variables, like declaring the different data types, arrays, pointers. Like you will be getting familiarized with these concepts before. Like then after learning these concepts, if we are strong with that, like learning the other language like C++ or the Java, like that will be you will be much more comfortable in learning them. They are the far more advanced languages. So we need to start from C and we need to go like step by step, not directly to step 5 or step 6 directly.
Yeah. So like last few days back, I'm interviewing one of our student. He's Aditya actually. He showed the like notes which have made them to write in the classroom actually, and he says that sir, still I'm referring this book, and if anyone asks the suggestion, he says that you take the Xerox copy of this and you simply prepare.
I still remember like when you are teaching that Java object reference concept in the board, like use it to draw the box. Yeah, you use it to draw the box, and inside that box, use it to separate that reference section and the memory object section in that. So I mean, so the way you teach the concept, like that's
so the picture is there in your mind.
Students will be pretty clear. Yeah, till now, like I can remember that that scenario. Like
very good. So now actually what I have done is. See, still now classes are not started because government has not given permission to education institutions, and I think April, May, June are the time where we train some thousands of students. You might be knowing that.
Yes.
That the whole thing we have shifted to online actually. And right now I'm taking some few classes, and in the last month, like in May, we have trained nearly 200 students on different technologies. People are getting habituated slowly to online.
Yes, online, yeah.
Okay, and like after speaking to like a lot of students like you, and after speaking to so many students who are currently pursuing their engineering, I realized that there should be one more course before C language. I call it as a programming concepts blueprint. So right now I am working on that course, where I am going to teach all the programming concepts irrespective of implementing in a programming language. So a 10 days course where I will be teaching the concepts in relation with the real-time industry, like how it works in a real-time project.
Got it.
But I believe if they do those 10 days or 15 days small course, then they can learn any programming language in this world.
Yes.
Why? Because programming languages may come and go.
Yes.
But concepts remains the same.
Yes.
Means from this 15 years of coding experience, and after talking to hundreds of students who settled, means I trained nearly 40,000-50,000 students in this last 18 years journey. And you might be knowing like hundreds of students used to sit in one batch.
Yes.
And I used to take some per day 8 to 9 classes.
Yes.
So like everyone has given suggestion that, sir, if there is some course which is the completely foundation where we are teaching flowcharts, pseudocodes for logic development and some programming concepts to understand what concepts will be useful in programming. So presently I am working on that. and I want to make them to practice hundreds of flowcharts before they start learn any programming language. Why? Because every engineering student says, sir, logic is not clicking. I'm poor in logic. I think these are the words every engineering student speaks. I'm poor in logic.
Yes.
So to support that, actually, I'm just that course is completely online. I'm just preparing an online course so that I can reach to like thousands of students.
Yes. So yeah, definitely, like I want to add this point. So if you are not clear in the basics, like like at the time of the interview, if you are not clear in the basics, that will be a the breaking point there itself. So we should be clear in the basics. Definitely, that's the main point. And yeah, learning the advanced concepts, like we can learn any time, but we need to be strong in our basics. So yeah, that's you are doing a great job in that scenario.
Thank you. And I am focusing on completely the foundation part of an engineering student. Like I'm on that mission actually. Irrespective of your branch, you just surrender yourself for 2 to 3 months. I'll make you strong in such a way that you'll be free to learn any programming language in future.
Got it.
So that sort of course actually I'm working on that. And all these ideas I got only because of this COVID actually.
Right, yeah.
As sitting idle,
yes.
It has given a lot of insights actually.
Yes.
And what else? Like how your job is going on? You said you are working on Android.
Yes. So right now, like I'm working in the Microsoft Teams team.
Okay.
So like right now we are working on we are developing a new device which allows in the meeting rooms, like we'll be having a small device where directly you can access the teams you'll be having a simple monitor and you can connect this device to that monitor, and where you can directly connect to the meeting.
Okay.
So yeah, like we are working on that. So we are developing the software. Like already we are shifting the Teams application. Like we are modifying that into that particular device because the size variation is different. Like based on the size variations, that software need to be adjusted. So we are working on that right now.
So since how long you are in US? Like for your masters, then your job?
Yeah, so like after my bachelor's, like I have done my bachelor's in May 2017. So I came directly in August 2017. So August 2017 to May 2019, like I have done my master's. Then after in Dolby, and then after in Microsoft. Yeah.
So you are in our private group, inner circle private group, like I have a private group of my close students. So you are part of that, yes. Isn't it?
Yes. I'm part of that.
Fine. So if anyone is having any doubt related to MS, or if they want to pursue MS in US, or if they have any technical doubt, so they'll be asking you, and be ready for our community members to extend your support if anything is required. Why? Because it won't happen with one single person. I've started this journey to help more and more people. In offline, we are limited to a number actually, because you might be knowing our classroom capacity is only 50 max, isn't it?
Yes.
So now I've taken this online as a medium, and I want to help more and more students to build a strong foundation for their software career. And all my students actually should extend their support to make this mission complete.
Of course, yeah, definitely. Like I will be part of that. Thank you so much for inviting me. So definitely, like I will be contributing from my side. Like I will be providing my maximum support to you. Like you are doing a great job. Like you want to motivate the other people. Like you want to share your knowledge to others. So definitely, like I will be part of your program. Like
Sure. Thank you so much. And people, like students generally used to ask me, Sir, when you have this much of knowledge, why you have not went for a software job actually? I didn't
Yeah, like
answer
even I have the question.
Okay. So in offline, like so many students has asked, and I think in offline space only I have answered that question. But today I'll answer that. See, first thing you should have passion towards something. And my passion is to train more and more students. Like if I train more and more students, then they can impact more and more numbers. But if I alone can go and sit in a cubicle and work for a company and work on a project, then what happens? I need to stick on one technology actually. And I'm more passionate in learning new technologies, learning more languages. Like I want to be a lifelong learner. And I thought this would be the best path to excel my knowledge and to help more and more students.
Yes, even like yeah, definitely, like you are doing a great job. Like even after I learned Java, like even my brother, like he joined in your institute.
Okay, great.
He learned C and he learned Java under you, like under your guidance.
Okay.
So currently he's working in Honeywell Bangalore, like he's doing an internship.
Great.
So in Honeywell Bangalore. So yeah, in interview also, like they asked the Java concepts and the algorithm questions. So yeah, like you, you have done a great job in that, like providing knowledge in Java and the C.
I think because of this COVID situation, traveling is like tough for you guys. Like there, you might be working from home.
Yeah. Yes. So right now, like completely, like home quarantine. So only like if we want to have the necessary important things, like we are going out. Like otherwise, like completely down by like complete week we are staying in the home.
Where are your parents right now? Your parents are
in Ajmer itself. Okay. Yeah, in the Ajmer itself. Yes. It's like my home village is Divancheru. Like
Divancheru. Okay, it's nearby.
Nearby Ajmer. Yes.
So great, inspirational journey from Divancheru to Microsoft. Yes, really, I feel.
Yes, sir.
So happy for you.
Thank you so much.
And I think after going to US, have you came back? Like after completion of?
Yes, sir. Like yes, like during my masters, like I came. I came once. So in January 2018, I came.
Okay.
So yeah, that.
Now I think it takes some time actually. 1 year at least to come back.
Yes. Like everything, the outer situation should be calmed down. Like everything should be settled, and it should be normal. Like the transportation and everything, it should be normal. Then yeah.
Stay safe, Raju. Stay safe. Stay home. Wish you all the best.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
And
definitely.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I want to add one point. So definitely, like people, like if the upcoming engineers are like people who are graduating, who are doing their bachelor's, who are in second year or third year, I want to add a point. Like this point, like I came to learn from my experiences. So I want to pass this. Like I want to tell this. So people usually they don't. In the leisure time, they will not focus on the things they need to do. The main thing they need to focus on that, like they need to look at their resume. Like they need to see they need to prepare a resume, and they need to look at the resume whether they can make the one-page resume or not. Like for example, if you have projects, or if you know the technologies, or if you know the programming, then only you can add up your resume and you can make a single-page resume. If suppose like if you are not able to fill up that complete one page, it means that like you are lacking in some skills. So you need to be more focused in that. The outer world competition is very high, so you need to be more. You need to work hard, and you need to be more focused in order to compete with the other people out in the outside world. Yeah, that's one point like I need to add.
Okay. So I got like one point in my mind. I always say to my students that try to learn multiple languages, because any time company may ask you to shift from one project to another project, and technologies may change again. if I'm not wrong, because you are working in real-time industry, so I think you can add like more to that actually what I said.
Yes. So yeah, like definitely, like every day, like I mean, frameworks or the languages may change frequently. So you need to be adaptive. Like you need to be, let's say, if you have if you learn more frameworks or the more languages, like the chances are very high. You can work comfortably in any project. Otherwise, like I mean, you need to again start from the scratch there itself.
Sure. And Raju, one more thing, like next time when you come to India, like to our hometown Rajahmundry, then please inform me once, so that at that time I'll invite to our office and we can inspire our students, classroom students.
Definitely, sir. Definitely.
So Raju, tell me please.
Yeah, and one more point, like C programming, I want to add this point actually. I mean, I'm nowadays, like I'm listening some of my friends are like, I used to listen in bachelors, like, C programming, they are not using nowadays in the industry. That's
it is dead.
The valid.
C programming.
Yeah, that's not the valid point. I have seen here, like in Dolby, like I worked in Dolby for 6 months, so I have seen people, the other engineers, they are working on using C programming, C and C++. Yeah, and in networking companies like Juniper, Cisco, they are using the C programming. So you need to be you need to learn C programming if you are targeting. I mean, if you are targeting into networking or into the processing field, like signal processing or image processing in that areas. And yeah, definitely you need to do a project, in order to expose your skills, like you have learned something, you need to do some project or something like that. So you need to
this is really a very valid point you have added in the end. Like before we close this, you have added really a valid point. Why? Because people think that why C, why don't you start with Python? But I always say that, spending some 30 to 40 days of time learning one language is not waste actually, because knowledge is always an asset for you.
Yes.
And people say Python is easy to learn, so why learn Python? But I say you start learning a difficult language. It's not actually difficult really if you focus and if you have the right mentor. If you have the right mentor, I think learning C language is not a big tough job actually, isn't it? So once you are clear with C, then really it will help you to learn Python.
Yes.
See, suppose if you have an array in C language, you need to write a big lengthy program. You have to compare, switch, I think swap, and then you have to sort it, isn't it?
Yes.
But when it comes to Python, you can simply say list.sort, and within one single line it will get sorted.
Yes.
But the underlying logic you'll understand only if you work on C language. That's what I tell the students.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you so much, Raju. And as you have discussed about C programming language, what I'll do is, whatever the notes, whatever the material I used to give you, that material I have created as an ebook. So I'll give the link of that book below this video.
Got it.
And if anyone wants to download and if anyone wants to refer that book, they can refer it.
Yes, please do it, guys. That's a very useful book. Like I have experienced that. So yeah, definitely it will be worthful book. So please try that.
So I'll add that link URL of that book to this below this video. So if anyone has watched the video to this extent, I didn't said in the beginning that stay till end of the video, I'll give you some gift. Why? Because if people are really interested, passionate, and if they feel that this video might add some value to their career, then definitely they'll listen to this point, to this extent. And if they are connected to this extent, then only that book will be helpful for them, isn't it? That's why I didn't announce in the beginning. So guys, if you are listening to this video to this extent, then click the link which is given below this video, download that ebook, and start learning C programming language. And if you want to be mentored by me, then I'll give you contact details below this video. Just reach us to those contact details so that we'll provide classes to you. And I'll share social media handles also. You can be part of our community. That's absolutely free. And we'll be helping you if you have stuck anywhere. Raju, thank you so much for your time. Okay. And I think
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir.
and
It's so pleasure to meet you. Meet you. I mean, meet you.
after many years actually.
Yes, after many years.
And let's see, we get connected, and at least monthly once we'll choose one topic and we'll inspire the whole world. And actually that is what I'm planning to do actually. Let's get connected monthly once, choose one topic and have a discussion on that, and that may add some insights to the people who are studying engineering right now. Okay.
Yes, sir, definitely.
So
yes.
We'll sign off, and once again, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care. Wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day.
Bye.